So the Pixel 5a is right around the corner, and that means two good things. One, a new more and exciting pure stock Android smartphone that will be finally available to buy. And two, the price of Pixel 4a will drop to its all-time low before finally going out of stock. So now let's talk about how good or bad this Pixel 4a is in 2021, and should you even consider this phone now. What's going on, everybody? This is your host Manik, and here is the review of Pixel 4a in 2021. Also, before going ahead, make sure you tap on that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the future videos from this channel. Now, I won't go into specs, but I will be sharing only my practical review as I've been using this device as my daily driver for quite some time now. Okay, starting off with the design and build. So the build quality here is nothing extraordinary, as the back here is made of matte plastic and feels decent if not that premium as compared to a glass one. Though that really relieves me that one less thing will break in case I accidentally drop my device. So the back gets somewhat scratched up easily after some days. Hence I would advise you to use a TPU case or a skin if you don't wish to add bulk, and then you can use it easily while keeping it new for a longer time. The buttons on this device are great and clicky, and so is the haptic feedback. It is one of the most underrated things of this Pixel 4a, and yes, it does make a lot of difference. Coming to the display part, and the AMOLED display here is of good quality. The bezels are uniform, plus this much screen size keeps the display quite compact, and one-handed usage is also great on this device. Though you will miss a 90Hz panel sometimes, but the animations and smoothness of UI have kept me satisfied, and I barely miss it now, and I can't wait to have the next Pixel 5a with a better refresh rate. So for what it's worth, the display is fine for day-to-day usage, though a higher refresh rate is the norm these days, and yeah, it would have been good to see that. The fingerprint scanner is also not an in-display one, and I have zero issues with this one as well. It is blazing fast and responsive, and the location of scanner is also very comfortable. So no issues with this part too. Now talking about the battery, and that was one of my main concerns with this device. And surprisingly, that 3100 mAh battery doesn't disappoint at all, thanks to the optimizations done by Google in the software part. And that is why this device lasts for a full working day for me, with a lot of calls and other app usage. Though I barely play games on it, and if I start doing that, I'll have to top up my device for sure by the end of the day. So if you are into gaming, this is just not the right pick for you, definitely. But if you are someone who has light to medium usage, focused mainly on calls and camera, and light gaming sometimes, this is one of the good options at 25k roughly, but not at 32k, mind you. The charging time is also on the higher side at approx 2 hours, though it does have features like adaptive charging that slows down the charging part and prevents battery wear and tear. So keep that in mind as well. Coming to the big highlight and the most surprising thing of this device, cameras. And this is the place where it excels, as I use this device as a point and shoot camera instead of tapping or tweaking any settings. And the images that this device takes on auto mode are nothing short of great at this price point. And the devices like Oneplus 8T are even left behind sometimes. Isn't that great? And you can see the samples on your screen. From the exact skin color to perfect portraits, both single cameras do what they are supposed to, instead of relying on gimmicks and other crap like a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So this minimal approach is something I have loved on this device. So no unnecessary camera bumps or notches, just a plain old practical device that gets boring sometimes, but the latest software updates don't make it feel like one. And now talking about the software. Given how much I love stock Android and slow death of brands like OnePlus that were close to stock Android, sadly this is one of the last remaining options in the market, and I am all in on such a device, as it of course gets day 1 updates, and I even tried Android 12 beta on this one, and here is a card to that. So yeah, latest of Google updates delivered on day 1, and you pay for that kind of experience. Rarely no bugs or hiccups in the software as compared to shitload of issues on some other devices. So that has compelled me to use this one as my daily driver, and I don't think it's going out of my pocket anytime soon. Lastly, things like a headphone jack and compact form factor of course adds up to the experience that you always want from a device. And if you ask me if it is worth at 32k in 2021, I would say nope. Firstly, because it is not future proof as there is no 5G support and things like a higher refresh rate. But given the price drop and offers, so at the price of 25k roughly, this is one hell of a great device that has by far the best camera in 25k segment. And if you consider that price, well, I can recommend it to users who have the same exact requirements as I specified above. And only then you should consider this one. Else just skip and look out for other options. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the practical review of the Pixel 4a. And if you do end up liking this one, make sure you press that like button and tap on that subscribe button for more videos like this one in future. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.